Hi class, welcome to week 5's presentation on employee development. A personal development plan should be embedded into the performance management system. This is a technique to allow employees to understand which of their actions needs improvement and which of them suffice for meeting the organizational goals. If a performance management system does not include this process, one will not know what to improve to enhance performance, and employees will continue to use the skills that they already know and have nothing to build upon to create greater growth. When creating a productive development plan, the goal is to improve personal and organizational performance. Development plans need to focus both on short-term and long-term goals. Specifically, 3 questions need to be addressed on the individual level. Number 1 is, how can an individual attain continuous learning and growth for the future year of employment? Number 2 is, how can an individual attain the best performance in the future? Number 3 is, how can this individual prevent any past mistakes from happening again in the future? The pyramid to the left explains the process of implementing and measuring these 3 questions. First, we need to identify the business impact. Second, we should analyze what skills are lacking or where the gap lies. Third, we need to layer training onto the employee to improve performance. Fourth, we need to evaluate the effectiveness of this training and see how the performance has improved. As mentioned previously, there are specific steps in the creation of a development plan. This plan includes both the employee and the organizational needs for obtaining success. First, a solid developmental goal will need to be addressed. Second, there should be a plan on how the new skills will be developed. Third, a timeline should be implemented on acquiring this knowledge. Fourth, we should assess and measure that the standards and goals are obtained accurately and appropriately. On this slide, there are possible activities that can be used for creating development. On-the-job training, courses, self-guided reading, mentoring, attending conferences, gaining a degree, job rotation, temporary assignments, leadership roles in a professional organization. Each individual has various learning preferences, and these should be chosen between the direct supervisor and the individual to best meet the individual's needs. Once the direct supervisor provides this role, they need to continue by monitoring the individual's performance within these activities. This will create a sense of motivation not only for the employee, but also for the supervisor while they are seeing progress towards meeting a personal and organizational goal. Upon completing these activities for development, an effective feedback system should be in place. The one in the text suggested is the 360-degree feedback. This supports employees in creating new skills and improves their performance by understanding and accepting universal analyzations. 360-degree feedback systems can be used electronically as a better way to collect the data. Some of these systems include rater training, deep data analysis, and a detailed feedback report to be evaluated by the supervisor and the employee to learn where the room for growth lies. For the last slide, I would like you to direct your attention to the image at the top of the screen. This gives you a better understanding of how 360-degree feedback systems are implemented. First, there's discovery. Second, design. Third, development. Fourth, delivery. There are positive and negatives to any 360 feedback system, and on this slide I would like to compare them both. A positive is decreasing the chances for bias, increasing recognition for the performance expectations, boosting employee commitment to better themselves, better understanding oneself regarding their performance, decreasing a discrete environment, and enhancing career control for the employees. On the other hand, negatives include it could offend an employee's feelings. Employees may be unprepared and will be reluctant to perform in the feedback system. Privacy could be compromised, leading to one-sided information being displayed. Fourth, raters overexerted from forms being completed for proper documentation. This is also an issue because raters should not be tired of their job, and behaviors need to be displayed instead of results. Raters should focus on providing information beyond what is on the report. The presence of these characteristics will lead to the design being successful and a greater implementation system being put into place. In conclusion of my presentation, I would like these two questions to be thought about and answered. First, when thinking about your long-term personal development plans, what are some specific actions that you can take to prevent past hindrances and promote overall performance progression? I would like you to be very specific in your answer. Second, focusing on the negative aspects on the last slide of 360-degree feedback, how could we as Christian practitioners implement our spiritual knowledge to understand, accept, and grow from adversity? We could be seen as the rater or as the person receiving this feedback. I would like to conclude by thanking you all for taking the time to watch and listen to my presentation for Week 5 on employee development. Attached to this slide is my contact information for anyone that has any further questions or concerns regarding this presentation. I wish you all the greatest success in the rest of this semester and all future endeavors.